Really, it needs to be reclamated. This here is a tailings pile full of mica and silica. So there's the possibility that this could be recovered. This was a deep water dock here, and now the area is looking at putting in another deep water dock in this area right here. This here is a Anaconda Mines, and it's a gold copper operation. And then there's another little mines right here, gold copper, and there is another mines, Rambler, which is here, and this is the old Rambler site, underground. These are both underground. And I've 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, I got a mineral lease in what's known as Till Cove. Till Cove Mines was one of the oldest mines in North America. It started up in 1800s. Right here, 1864 is when it was discovered. And it ran for a few years, and it shut down and reopened again in this 55, I believe it was, and then closed again in 67. So it was a total of 10 years. So out of those 10 years, 4 to 3 or 4 years, those years, the tailings were dumped into the ocean. So back to Till Cove here. So this was the mine up here, and they pumped the tailings down. They had a processing facility right here, and this was a deep water port. And they had a discharge line that went out here, and this whole area was then filled basically with the tailings. Apparently you could walk across it, was that high. So now the tailings have all settled, and it's in a depth of 20 to 60 feet of water. So I have a mineral lease for this area. It's approximately 1 square kilometer block. And when I dove on the site, I brought up some cons, and basically we're getting up anywhere from 0.2 to 1.3 grams per ton, and we estimate 3 to 4 million tons there. And so that was a company we started up, was called North Atlantic Gold, and this is just some of the tailings. You can see a little bit of copper in it, and the fine gold in this. So we're putting in an application within the next couple of weeks to do a bulk sampling, and that's going to be basically 100 or 1,000 metric tons. We want to take that 1,000 metric tons, basically bring it up to Nugget Pond, 22 kilometers up the road, process it, and see what we're going to get out of it, and then we're going to have to find investors basically to do a recovery. Or it could be reclamation off the site also for protection of marine environment. Another project that I've been working on, I started up a company called Sap World. And basically what we did, we tap into nature's goodness by tapping birch trees. So the first product I made was, a wine called Lady of the Woods. And it currently sells at the local liquor store. Just taste notes. This wine shows clear and bright in glass, provides a delicate fragrance of soft apple and pear. It sits well in the mouth with pleasant acid balancing the evident full sugars. Persistent flavors of ripe pear, mandarin, orange, and delicious apple blend harmoniously and without bitterness. Superb by itself, this is a wine that will pair well with less sweet desserts such as shortbreads and vanilla cream. So this wine is made from the sap of birch trees. We are also looking at doing, because I worry about the kids and obesity and all the pop they're drinking, so we wanted to put out a pure natural birch water, and then use natural blends like blueberries, cranberries, etc. for flavoring. And this concept here is called On Product Publishing. Basically, there's a little magazine that would wrap around the bottle, and then you open it up, and it would explain all about birch sap, how we tap trees. It would have advertising in it. So basically, it's another way of revenue. It's a very neat concept. And we also produced a birch vodka called Birch Wind, and but that's not on the market. Basically, we need $1 million to just launch that project. So that Sap World basically spun off into Samantha Nutraceuticals. And what we're doing now this spring is that we got 7,500 trees that we're tapping. We're collecting birch sap, and we're providing the beverage or the birch sap itself in raw form and concentrate to